I've come up with a 5-point plan that's helped me get better. So the website is basically inviting you to become a member, take a view of the videos and incorporate the learning from those videos into your daily life. And I'm also offering people the opportunity, members, to contact me directly. So if they need any advice on the phone, or if they need me to come and see them on a personal one-to-one, I'm happy to do that as well. So it's a gateway for you to have an opening to some more knowledge of somebody who's been through the experience and found a way out. I don't think colitis sufferers do talk to each other. I mean, in the 10 years I've had colitis, did have colitis, I think I only came across 2 people that actually I discussed this with. And it's only when I volunteered the information and said, oh, by the way, I've got colitis, did the other people say, oh, yeah, I know what that is. It was a shock to me, because it's like, oh, you know what it is? Oh, and it was like, oh yeah, because I have it. And I mean, that's amazing. In 10 years, only 2 people I've come across physically that I've owned up. So, so I don't think colitis sufferers do talk enough about it with one another, or share general advice with one another. So, and I'm hoping this website does that. It gets people talking to one another to say, okay, yeah, I've had it for so many years. This has worked, this hasn't, you know. And it's a forum that brings people together to share positive stories. You know, that was one of my aims of this website, that people come together to actually share success stories, to say, this I tried for a week, I was brilliant. And then maybe people will think, yeah, I'm going to try that. So I'm hoping this kind of creates a community of more kind of positivity coming together to, again, like I say, kick colitis into touch. I mean, all I can say to somebody is, I've done it for a whole year. I've done it through all the seasons of summer, spring, winter, autumn. And I've been colitis free for over a year and a half by following this plan. So, I mean, nothing's guaranteed. I know everyone has a different body constitution. We're all made differently. We're all genetically different, you know. But I know for me, after 10 years of experimenting, this seems to work. I mean, I've tried everything from different stretches, different breathing exercises, acupuncture, wheatgrass, aloe vera. This seems to have cured me, healed me. So, I mean, all I can invite people to do is to try it. And I hope and pray that it works for them as well, because it's worked for me, having tried numerous things. And also, it's quite a simple plan to follow, and a relatively inexpensive plan. You know, buying aloe vera tablets or going off to retreats for a year is quite expensive compared to buying a cabbage and stretching and avoiding certain foods. So I would invite people to try it. It's not going to cost you much, just your time and energy. And also it will change your thoughts and your behaviour. So there are no guarantees, but I wish and pray that it does work for other people like it's worked for me. Having colitis is a lonely experience, because it's something that you don't really share. It's something you have to volunteer to say, I've got this. And 99 times out of 100, somebody will always say, what's that then? You know, and then you have to explain you've got this disease, which you've got blood coming out of you, you've got diarrhea. It's almost like having a very embarrassing illness that you can't really talk about. And so I think it is a lonely experience having colitis, because also perhaps there aren't many people who are aware of it, and therefore who don't know too much about it. So you can find yourself sometimes being judged, oh, what have you done to create this? Because I guess with most ailments in life, there's always an explanation of why you've got it. You know, so if your cholesterol's too high, change your diet. If you've got diabetes, cut down on the sugar. You know, there's always some remedy you can take, and there's some almost responsibility you can take for having that disease, that illness. You know, if you've had a shower and gone running out naked and you've suddenly got a cold or a flu, you know, there are a lot of illnesses in life where you're responsible for your actions, you know. Whereas colitis, it's a mystery why you get it. And so when you say to somebody, yeah, I've got blood coming out and I've, you know, got diarrhea, there's that fear of, well, I'm going to be judged for I've done something, you know. And so I think in that respect it is lonely, because you feel people are going to judge you for something that you don't even know why you've got this disease or illness. So yeah, I think it was very lonely for me, because it's something I never volunteered to people to say, oh, by the way, I suffer from colitis. It's not something you say when you walk into a restaurant and say, where are the toilets? Or when you're at a job interview and say, okay, by the way, I can't stand for long periods of time or go on 3-hour journeys because I've got colitis. It's just a very off-putting thing to say to people, because they're not educated enough to understand what it's all about. So yeah, in that respect, it can be quite very lonely.